أسعد الله صباحكم بكل خير وتوافيق والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival. We are so excited to have you all here with us today.
أصحاب السمو والمعالي والسادة ضيوفنا الكرام، يرجى النهوض لأداء النشيد الوطني.
Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, please rise for the national anthem performed by Rashed and Nuaimi.
عيشي بلادي عاش اتحاد إماراتنا، عشتي لشعب دينه الإسلام هديه القرآن، حصنتك بسم الله يا وطن. بلادي 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 بلاد حماك الإله شرور الزمان، أقسمنا نبني نعمل نخلص مهما عشنا نخلص دام الأمان وعاش العلم يا إماراتنا، رمز العروبة كلنا نفديك بالدماء نرويك، نفديك بالأرواح يا وطن.
شكرا لك يا راشد النعيمي على الأداء المبهر.
Thank you so much, Rashed, for this amazing rendition of the national anthem. Please, guys, stay tuned because we have him on this very stage telling his own story later today. I have a question for our audience. What is a change maker? Or better yet, who is a change maker? Are they all brilliant tech entrepreneurs inventing solutions that will transform our world, our ecosystem of young minds, future leaders? Well, I won't spoil the answer. See for yourself.
Something happens when the sky is just right, opening your eyes. A shift in energy ever so subtle, an unexpected but welcomed fluctuation, a movement, a specific moment in time letting you know that something is changing. When conditions are just so, telling you now is the time for ideas and passion to introduce themselves to trajectory and direction. So you decide to take a chance on yourself and the drive to build, to imagine then create, to fail and know that even failing has its lessons, knowing the obstacles, the darkness, and the challenges are no match for your light, or your determination to bridge between can and will. Stars starting to align themselves and stardust lining a path you thought only a select few could travel. That unchallenged inner belief in yourself and your purpose. Because something extraordinary is happening. A perfect meeting of timing, sparks of unending potential, a curtain rising steadily, a symphony of just right moments, and a sky full of stars, saying, here is your place among us.
حضورنا الكرام، رحبوا معنا على خشبة المسرح بالمدير التنفيذي لمركز الشارقة لريادة الأعمال شراء، نجلة المدفع.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage the CEO of Sharjah Entrepreneurship Center, Sheraa, Najla al-Midfa.
Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It gives me great pleasure to finally be standing here, live and in person, and to say the following words. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival 2021. For those of you who are here, you will remember that 2 years ago, I stood on this very stage and I talked about Sheraa's message to ecosystems around the world. Our message was to focus on a more holistic approach to business building, one that combined social, economic, environmental sustainability, and optimized for both profit and impact. But as I stand on this stage 2 years later, in the aftermath of a pandemic that upended our lives as we know it, I realize that building businesses is great, but it's not enough. And it is not what Sheraa was built for. Sheraa was founded on a simple truth, that every human being has brilliance within them. Every human being deserves the right to pursue their dreams and determine their destiny. Sheraa was built to nurture that brilliance in every individual and enable them to thrive. To be clear, we are not a business incubator. We are a human talent incubator. We often get carried away when we see these business headlines, the glitzy and glamorous business headlines, and we forget that behind every business is a human being, a visionary, a dreamer. And the thing about dreamers is that everybody loves to celebrate a dreamer after they succeed. But who will celebrate them in the early days? Who will celebrate them when skeptics are calling them crazy? When society labels them as misfits? Who will stand by them in the early days when they are constantly dismissed and surrounded by rejection? You will. I will. We will. It is our collective responsibility to be fearless and unapologetic when it comes to believing. In fact, it is the privilege of the work that we do that dreamers come to us and confide in us with their ideas to change the world. And where others might listen to these ideas and say, yeah, but why? Let us be the ones to say, why not? In a world of doubters, let us be the first believers. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2019, I stood on the stage and my message to ecosystems was, let's build amazing businesses that combine profit and impact. In 2021, I stand on the stage and my message to you is, as a community, we don't fail if businesses cease to exist. We fail when we stop believing in our entrepreneurs. What founders need from us today is not fancy offices and free food and foosball tables. What they need is so much more simple. A home. And how can I describe home but to say that it's a feeling? It's the feeling of knowing you belong to a community that believes in you. It's the feeling of knowing that you are accepted and valued for who you truly are, irrespective of your age, your gender, your nationality, or your economic background. It is the comfort of knowing that how are you is not a transactional question that actually means, hey, how's business? Home is where how are you is a deeply personal question and an invitation to share honestly and vulnerably the very real emotional and mental tolls of the entrepreneurial journey. Home is having a strong foundation rooted in values like kindness and compassion and empathy. But above all, home is having the permission and the freedom to dream. Once a year, we bring that freedom to dream here to the Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival. And for 2 days, our entire universe comes together, and together we dream. This festival becomes that home. Home for self-expression, home for transformation, and home for human connection. Let me leave you with one last message that I hope you'll carry with you throughout the next 2 days. And by the way, just in case you forget, we've even put it on wristbands so that you don't forget and that you have this gentle reminder with you constantly that the deepest and most beautiful human connections begin with a simple and yet powerful question. How are you? And with the answers come infinite and unknowable possibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, let the magic begin. Welcome back, welcome home, welcome to the Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival 2021.
شكرا لك يا نجلة على الدعم المستمر لصناع التغيير في منظومتنا البيئية. لا تعلمين مدى سعادتنا كرواد أعمال بتصريحكم أي مهرجان الشارقة لريادة الأعمال وشراع بأنكم ستستمرون في الوقوف بجانبنا أثناء سعينا لإحداث تأثير إيجابي في العالم بأسره.
We'd like to thank Najla for your continuous support, of course, of change makers in our ecosystem, that you have no idea what it means for us entrepreneurs when you say that you, as both SEF and Sheraa, will continue to stand by us as we attempt to make a positive impact as well on the world at large.
سيداتي وسادتي، تحية مرة أخرى لنجلة.